All right. So I think we're live. All right. So welcome to another edition of TCB, taking care of business here in the old Wasteland with your old pal Jim. And it's been quite busy here at the house between me working a lot of overtime and shift work. I have renovations going on at the house here, windows, doors, and siding, as well as a couple days ago I had to go pick up my son, who's 10 hours away. So that was a 2-day trip. So no daily, weekly challenges videos that day, those 2 days. But we are back, home and safe, and I appreciate all the comments you guys have been given. I like to try to keep you guys in the loop as much as possible, because I know that a lot of you will watch the channel. So this edition of TCB, we're going to take care of some Spooky Scorched. I have many videos here on the channel over the years for locations of Spooky Scorched. I have one I made just last year in 2024. I've been actually putting that video at the end of the last couple of daily weekly challenges there this past week, and you can check out that video if you so wish. It's all time-stamped, of course. But yeah. So let's go ahead here. We're going to show you the weapon of the day before I forget, as I probably will at the end. Is the Fact Finder, +1 projectiles, +75% damage. Projectiles explode for +20% weapon damage, -35% action point cost. Hardened receiver, stabilized bow barrel, aligned grip, reflex sight circle, blue camouflage paint, 238 times 2 damage, 44, and single fire. So again, as I've been mentioning, you can get this weapon for free by completing the Brotherhood of Steel quest line. I believe it's the 3rd or 4th quest in when you start it. And again, you get it for free, and I highly recommend at least you hang on to it. Like, don't drop it or don't sell it. It's a nice little weapon for sure. Perk cards, again, nothing real special with the perk cards. It's using the same kind of lineup for a lot of various weapons here the last month and a half or two. And I do have a gunslinger build under agility, but for some reason it halves the damage for some reason. So I've been using the same build. And here's our legendary perk cards here. We're all maxed out. Take a quick peek at the armor here before we get going, just to kind of show you. Aristocrats, Ultralight Secret Service left arm. Chameleon, Ultralight Secret Service left leg. Mutants, Ultralight Secret Service right arm. Resistance Secret Service under armor. Troubleshooters, Ultralight Secret Service right leg. And Vanguard's Jetpack Secret Service chest piece. So we have the special event challenges that we have going on, and of course I made a little video on this there. It's Night at the Morgue, basically a little mini season. So if we go to our menu here, and again, here's our special event challenges. We have it right up for 2 weeks, right up to November the 4th, 2025. And as I mentioned in the video that I made a few days ago, you don't have to complete the challenges. You can unlock these at any time. You just need 500 tickets, whether you get them from Season 22 Season Pass or what have you, but that's all you need. You don't even need to do those challenges. And of course, this is where we get the candy bowl here. So if you guys remember the candy bowl we've got in previous years, we get it from the Atomic Shop, and it was free for everyone. Still is free, and I show you how to put that in your camp. Now, I did get a comment yesterday, so I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's a issue with language or communication, but or they just don't understand. But I had mentioned that when you go and build this thing, I think this is what they're referring to, but you can build this in your camp. Okay, but the thing is you cannot build it in a shelter. You can build it in your camp, but not a shelter. The game just won't let you build it in a shelter. Okay, but of course we can build it in our camps. And I don't know if that's what they're referring to. I have no idea. But anyway, I try to message them back, maybe stating that, maybe it's just a language or communication thing. Hey, Benny Buddy, what's going on, old pal? Everything is good? So yeah. So basically, if you are looking to kind of build this thing in your camp, just go ahead and go to your build menu here. Go down here to the decorations. Holiday. And it'll be right in here. So these are your 3 different types of candy bowls we've had over the years. The one with the hand is the very first one we ever got. We had it for years. Last year we got this guy here, the Crania candy bowl. And this one here is a brand new one. We got the Morgue candy bowl, but they are all the same. Okay. Another comment that I saw from that video I made a couple days ago is people were kind of mistaking me for saying that you need to build it each day, but you don't. I know it says that for the daily weekly challenges, build a candy bowl, but you don't need to, okay? You just need to build it once in your camp or your camps. You just have it out. You just make sure the thing is filled, okay? I just kind of, I stored it and then I built it back just to kind of show you guys that the sound that it made, okay? So just a little FYI, you can build this in your camp. You cannot build it in a shelter, and you don't need to build this every single day. You just leave it out, fill it, make sure you fill it up with candy. Check your candy count, it's full. Good to go. And of course, we do have the special event challenges. I hit the right arrow key on my controller. Go down here to events, and here are the special event challenges. We get tickets. Now, these ones up here, which I mentioned the last couple of days, these ones here are actually repeatable. All right. So build a candy bowl and give out your candy from your camp. I think that's where people were kind of mistaken for just the way it's kind of worded. But you don't need to build one every day. You just use the same one that you have already out, okay? Trick or treat from other people's candy bowl. Again, I did that one here yesterday, but this one's repeatable as well. So as soon as our daily reset, which happens 12 p.m. Eastern time, it'll pop up every single day. And of course, those 2 will count towards complete a day, give a candy challenge and trick or treat challenge. Now, I stayed online for about 2 hours yesterday after making that video, my daily challenge video. And no one came to my camp. I server hopped a couple of times. I don't know what's going on, but and I heard some other people saying the same thing. And I know location does matter, but this location is pretty decent in Morgantown, so I don't know what's going on with folks. People just don't, are not trick-or-treating or something. Picnics, how you guys doing today? Pretty good. Oh, I'm happy to help, my friend. I'm happy to help, and yeah, it makes me happy helping people in the game, because there's just a lot in the game that they don't tell us. It's just the way it is, and that's where I come in. Hopefully I could pass along my knowledge to you guys. All right, so now that we kind of went through all that, let's go ahead and start our killing of the Spooky Scorched. We're going to start down here, good old Camden Park. Now, the thing you always have to remember is it's totally random if these Spooky Scorched show up. So you'll watch older videos, newer videos, people saying you must come to these spots. These are the best spots for them. But you can come to these spots and somebody could have already cleared it out, okay? Or there's just not a whole lot of Spooky Scorched around. It is totally 100% random. Yes, you can maybe find some Scorched in these locations more than other locations, but again, it's random, okay? So always got to keep that in mind if you're looking after these Spooky Scorched guys. Now, the Spooky Scorched only likes to hang around with other Scorched. Unlike the Mole Miners and the Cultist High Priest, they will hang out with doesn't matter what enemy, and they'll even hang out by themselves as well. So just got to keep that in mind. Spooky Scorched, you'll only find them around other Scorched. Alright, let's go up here. I am on a server by myself, so we'll see how she goes here. You're going to see me go around. Now, don't forget to pick up your spooky treat bags. I'm just going to go around and pick up some ammo when I see it. That's all I'm really going to do here. There we go. Of course, we're starting to do this at the nighttime, which is as it is. It's kind of odd to do the daily, weekly challenges there, and I don't even try to set it up that way. It just, yeah, always seems to be doing this in the dark. And the dark seems to last a long time, for whatever reason. Well, that's a great question. My build is kind of like, I try to, oh, there's a Spooky Scorched there. I try to have a tank build, right? So, kind of the opposite of bloody build, basically. There's our Spooky Scorched there. Huh, nice. Oh, a little straggler there. Japers. So the build, I kind of go through each day. What's this guy here? Saltron head, that's okay. Now, don't forget your mystery candy. Okay, this is where you get the mystery candy from. And definitely don't forget your treat bag. Oh, another Spooky Scorch. Nice. That's all right. That's great. There's our spooky treat bag. Now, you can choose to pick up the legendary pieces if you wish. You don't have to. I know I usually don't because they take up a lot of room. And unless you plan on fast traveling a lot to areas where you can kind of scrap it. I don't really plan on doing that myself, but it's up to you, however way you want to play your game. But yeah, my build is just a tank build. I do have a chameleon piece. So basically when I crouch and I'm not moving, I kind of stay invisible, right? I've even had, you guys have seen enemies kind of walk right by me in that state. I'll definitely take it. It's the same kind of a build I've been using forever. In terms of the gun I'm using is the same kind of perk cards. Again, nothing real crazy here with these guys here. And I've been using the same kind of a loadout for the perk cards for at least the last month and a half. It doesn't really matter what weapon I'm using too. There we go. So what? Right on. All right. Yeah, I am a ghoul for sure. It's really up to you if you want to head that way to become a ghoul. It's not for everyone. It took me about a week and a half to get used to it because I've been playing since release. And, you're used to doing certain things. And, yeah, I did have to change, but a little bit in my ways for playing. But I enjoy being a ghoul. You don't have to worry about taking rads. You can pretty much go everywhere. Just don't worry about it. I like it that way. The only thing I do find annoying about being a ghoul is certain areas like the Overseer's home, the Wayward, in around the Brotherhood of Steel, you have to have a disguise on, okay? Or they won't let you inside the building, or they'll attack you kind of deal. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But everything else is awesome. Hello, Michael Ball. How are you? Everything is good. Yeah, that's very true. That's how people. That's another way to get the candy is from other players' candy bowls. Again, there is an hour cooldown associated with that, from when you can take a candy of a person's candy bowl and then go back to it. But yeah, that's another way that people do it for sure. You just have to wait for that hour. But you can just kind of server hop all day long if you have the time. And just go to other players' candy bowls and just pick up a bunch of candy. You can definitely do it that way. There's nothing saying that you can't, other than that hour. Oh. Ouch. Lock and load, Jim. So you see how of a tanky build that I am, like a tank. Basically, I could just get shot at and it doesn't really affect me too much. What was that? Quad 10mm shotgun. That's interesting. Was it? I don't think it was a legendary, was it? Oh, quick. I thought it says quad was quick. Okay, we'll just drop that. Never mind. And say, oh, that's quite something. Now, sometimes you can find enemies here with the Spooky Scorched. Not a whole lot, but I think there's one time we found 2 or 3. It was a good day. Let's go to the Tyler County Fairgrounds here and check that out. Yeah, so again, other players' candy bowls, go around and get Spooky Scorched. Those are ways to get the mystery candy. Now, I usually kind of save mine every year, just put it in my stash box. I can't believe it's like nighttime here. It's crazy. Oh. this is another pretty decent spot for Spooky Scorched, just because there's a lot of Scorched around. But again, remember, it's always random. We can be on a really bad server. We've been on bad servers in the past. There's just nothing going on. Then we've been on good servers, you know, a good little combination sometimes. That's kind of a weird noise. This ammo here. Could definitely use some 10mm rounds, that's for sure. So I can see here, like, it's... You guys hopefully will have better luck than I do. We're not having much luck here. Oh! I wonder what this guy was doing. He's kind of running around me. Oh! Watch out for that, Jim. Gotta watch out for that. Oh, no, not enough oomph. Alright. Yeah, so nothing here in Camden Park. This time around, that's quite something, eh? So you see what I mean? You know, if you watch my videos, other players' videos, oh, best place to get them is Camden Park. It's random. Totally random. And I'm on a private server. Yeah. Alright, let's go somewhere else here, Jimmy. Oh. Get this guy. Jeepers. Alright. Let's go to the next little spot here. Let's see. Let's see here, Jimmy. Palace of the Winding Path. Let's give this a try. And hope you guys are all having a good day. It's they have no one working on the house here today, so had a chance, went to the gym this morning, get a few groceries, and I said, oh, let's do a little live stream. Why not? Everyone in the house is kind of comatose right now, so... That means sleeping. I didn't do anything to them. They're just sleeping. Yeah. Nice little annihilator right here. Oh, we hear Spooky Scorched nearby. There he is. This is a pretty decent spot, too, I find. Entat Psycho. Wow, that's pretty decent. It's cat mystery. Oh, listen here. Spooky treat bag. Just don't forget your spooky treat bag. Sometimes it isn't always in order, like we're used to seeing. I think I had about 3 spooky treat bags on me before starting. But hopefully I remember to go through them. Let's see what's in here. Steeped aster tea, that's okay. That's alright. Oh, boys. I just went down like a bag of dirt. Scorched leader. Oh, that's weird. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Scorched leader. Huh. That's an odd one. 2 stim packs and that cat. Oh. Suppressor, short flamer. 3-star. Wow. Oh, bashing damage, okay. Nobody got time for that. Where is that guy at that was shooting at us? Oh, he's up there. Oh, I guess I didn't get him all the way. He was, he's kind of crippled. He just kind of woke up. I find they've been doing that a lot lately in the game. I'm not too sure if you guys have noticed, but I noticed it more with the gulpers that we had, like last week. When you're shooting at them, they just fall, and they're just laying there, and you think they're dead, but they're not, and they just kind of pop up all of a sudden. It's really odd. I've never seen that. I thought it was like the weapon I was using at the time with the cryo effect, but I find it's been doing that with every weapon. It's really weird. Yeah, Betty, it's yeah, you'll black out. You'll black out from the candy. Something very similar to Nuka Shine. Yeah. Yeah, really needed that hatchet there, Jimmy. Yeah, that's hilarious. Let's drop some of this junk that I don't even need here. Okay. We are back out again. Alright. That's a nice little spot there. At least we got one there anyway. Alright, so let's go down to the next spot here. This is here. It's a nice top lay of ski lanes here. Alright, we're gonna pop into... Yeah, we'll stay along the outside here first. Pop into Bloody Frank, or sorry, not Bloody Frank's, Berkley Springs. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, the mystery candy, yeah, blackout. You don't black out every time, but you do, and it's the most inconvenient time. Like if you accidentally, shove it in your mouth, yeah, blackout. Yeah, see how he fell? Isn't that weird? Oh, he's hiding behind there quite successfully. That's very great duct tape. Let's keep going here. Oh, one right up there. Hopefully don't forget him. Oh. Oh, another one. Nice. See how they're down? Isn't that so odd? Like, look, see how down they are? And I was shooting them in the head. Yeah, that's pretty mean, isn't it? That was really mean. Alright, let's go ahead and collect here. So that's fine. We're just going to collect our rounds. Don't forget our spooky treat bags. Oh, boys! Good old uppercut. Oh, no, I didn't mean to pick that up. Alright, spooky treat bag. Mystery candy up here. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the mystery candy here in North America, we call this candy corn. And it's stuff that you can eat, obviously. It's not good for your teeth, I can tell you that. But it tastes fantastic. Hello, Tess, how are you today? Everything is good? Yes, the circuit breaker is... oh, he's coming to us this time. The circuit breaker is on sale. We grab our... yeah, we did. Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick here at the Atomic Shop. That's a great mention, actually. Great mention. Of course, I didn't do an Atomic Shop update this past week as I was away picking up my son, but right here, Circuit Breaker Starter Bundle, 50% off for Fallout First members only. Yeah, you guys have seen me use a Circuit Breaker many times. Nice little weapon. It's not the most powerful weapon out there, but it's nice to use. It's a nice little change, and with the right perk cards, and you'll do good. The right little modifications that kind of give a little bit more oomph. Yeah. And actually, that's not a bad little bundle. We get this coffee machine. Yeah. Yeah, pretty awesome. Thank you for mentioning that. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, a lot of great stuff in the old atomic shop there this past week. Of course, the day that I'm not around to review it, all this great stuff in it. Unbelievable. Here's another Annihilator. He's usually got some good stuff on him. Alright. Let's head down this way here for some more Scorched. Yeah, this area is pretty decent. There's usually one in this building. Sometimes he's here and sometimes not, but he's usually on the other side here. He's not here today. That's fine. Alright, we're going to pop right down this way here. Another Scorched leader. Nice. Oh, bubblegum. Let's grab that bubblegum. Let's wait for our AP to get up here a little bit. There we go. I made her. A shotgun. Alright, we're going to make our way up to the upper section now, so we are going to need some, talking about canned coffee from our coffee machine. This is a great example of what it can do. Take a couple of those bad boys, and we're going to make a running jump. See my AP there? You lose it there. Sometimes I can almost get up on that cliff. Sometimes. If I hit the button right on my jetpack, it works quite well. Oh, the bats paint right on. I haven't opened up any of the spooky treat bags yet, so hopefully I remember to do that here at the end of this episode. Always one, he says. Well, that was crazy. I don't think I've ever distorted that door before. Let's try it here. Oh, we can't destroy the door. What? That is weird. I didn't even know that was a thing. Destroying the door. Didn't mean to pick that up. Oh. Unhappy. A little unhappy Annihilator. That drill on him. Let's go ahead and scrap all junk here. Here we go. Alright, so that's actually a pretty good spot. We actually get some guys there. So let's keep going down. Cap Venture is kind of a mix. Kind of a mix in between ghouls and Scorch, but the upper section will have Scorch, the lower section will have ghouls, so let's check it out here. And we'll go to the upper section. This light off, starting to get a little light out now. Not a lot of Scorched here. Oh, boys. What happened? Where are we? How did we get in this position? Oh, we got some improved bait. Yeah, hot dog. Hot dog. Waiting for me. Oh, we're stuck. We are stuck. Salisbury steak. Definitely use some of that pre-war food for my daily weekly challenges. Yeah, as I mentioned, not a whole lot of guys here. In the lower section will be all ghouls down there. Don't really see any down there right now. Like I've ever noticed it up here, that thunder. Weird. Alright. Let's go to the next little spot here. Just keep going down the road. Gonna pop into the Ranger District office. Greg's mining supply. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Yeah, but actually that's a pretty good little spot there. I find, oh, there's another guy right there. I find all those little spots where there's usually only about, you know, like half a dozen is a real, it usually ends up being the winners. Huh. He was walking right by me, his back turned to me there. Take that Med-X off him. He doesn't need that Med-X. It's a great spot for a free chainsaw, too, if you guys are ever looking for a chainsaw. Free chainsaw for you guys. Usually these guys are half asleep, so you don't really hear the Spooky Scorched unless you get right up. Oh, there's one there. See how he was kind of half asleep? You see that? Why are they doing this? The enemies have been doing this. I don't know if it's... I've never seen this before, ever. Poor guy. I feel bad about that. Mystery Candy. Did he have a... Must have picked it up already. Gosh, so odd. This game is so quirky. As quirky as it is, I know a lot of people don't like quirkiness when they're playing games, but I find it hilarious. I find it absolutely amazing. It makes my day. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know, we all play games to get out of, you know, the real life grind, you know what I mean, in our lives. And why not have a few good laughs at the same time? Yeah, totally agree. The server lag, and I'm thinking, I don't know if that has something to do with that, how they're kind of just falling like that. But they're doing it last week too, so it's really hard to tell. Fort Defiance again. It'd just be on the outside of Fort Defiance, usually about a half a dozen or so. Are we locked and loaded? No. Been a little while since we've been here. Oh, hello. Oh. I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote. Yeah. Something I keep forgetting too. I keep forgetting about it. We talk about the garden gnomes. Someone had mentioned to me of this about... probably about 2 months ago. Safe to say 2 months ago. So, garden gnomes, you know, we only have a couple locations for them, but if you spawn here, you spawn right here, obviously. We're going to go right down this road. I just kind of popped in my head just how we spawned in there, and how we do have garden gnome to collect for our weekly challenges. All you do is just walk right down, just keep following the road. And then right down here, you get to like a little bridge, or a little makeshift bridge, so to speak. And right down here will be a bunch of garden gnomes right down here. And I keep forgetting about it there. That person made that mention. There's 4 of them right here. It's a nice little spot for these garden gnomes. And I'm sure not a whole lot of people know about it. So I just wanted to mention that to you guys. It just kind of popped in my head. So why not talk about it? kind of weird. Yeah, I think it's just the servers. I don't think it's really what platform you're on, but yeah, you are right. Definitely the servers have been major issues. Wixon Homestead, yeah, that's another nice little location for Scorch Benny Bunny. I appreciate that. Alright, let's go to the next location here. Alright, so let's keep going along this little area here. Not a whole lot of Scorch locations down here in the ash heap, more so focused in around Camden Park. If they do show up down here at these little mines, it's like totally random. Sometimes they're ghouls, sometimes they're mole miners, etc. Alright, so let's pop in here to one of my favorite spots, Summersville Docks. I'll pop into here. Yeah, that's a great mention. Wixon Homestead, again, just a little location, but I find the last year and a half, like these little locations have been winning every time on any server. That rad roach up there. Uh-oh. Hear this little harp behind me there. I'm thinking, oh, so it sounds like a little rad pop. Ow. Yep, that did hurt, didn't it, bud? That's funny. Oh, here's Spooky Scorched there. There he is. Spooky treat bag, mystery candy, nice. Oh! What in the world? Are we in a garbage can? We're in a garbage can. How did this happen? How did we get in this situation? Oh, this game doesn't shock me anymore. That's quite something. I've put other enemies in garbage cans, but I've never been put in a garbage can myself. Oh. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Rate testing site, yeah. Yeah, usually there's a bunch of robots sticking around those locations. Steakhouses, yeah, mutants, super mutants, and mutant hounds. Oh, I think I see one in here. Yeah, we hear one. Oh, oh, he's got the buggy costume on him. It'd be really cool if we were able to take the costumes off them. That would be pretty cool. I mentioned that a couple years ago in our, one of the old daily weekly challenge videos, and that would be pretty cool. We're able to take the costumes off these guys. That'd be pretty sharp. I actually do have that outfit, actually. I do have that outfit, that pumpkin outfit. Yeah. Yeah, so the outfit I'm wearing right now is the Spooky Scarecrow outfit with the, I think it's the Goon mask or something like that. Oh, Ice Gang mask and Spooky Scarecrow outfit, which we got during the Mischief Night event. I was hoping it would come with a piece of headgear as well, but it did not, unfortunately. Another cat over there. See him over there? Oh, it just fell off the bridge. Oh. Here, another guy. This is a really good spot. This is one of my favorite spots right here. The blaster rounds. What? Where did that go? Yeah, there it is there. Oh, just a 1 star. Interesting. Pop on down here now. Lock and load. Nice. Someone is unhappy. Someone's an unhappy camper there. Oh, here's our guy here. Spooky treat bag. Oh! This outfit. See the outfit this guy's wearing? That's the outfit that I've been waiting for 2 years now. It didn't show up in the shop last year. And it didn't show up in the shop yet this year. I've been waiting for this to pop up, and I have not ever seen it in a while. And I'm a little disappointed. A little disappointed. I know, right? This in a garbage can. Yeah, so weird. I really like this outfit. I see a few people with it, and it's almost like a rare outfit now. This little dragon lizard guy outfit, yeah, fantastic. So we're overweight. Don't really need that. Don't need this stuff either. Okay. So we're going to go over here and see what's inside this building. So this building, this area, the little area up there by those houses up there. If there's scorched here, it'll be scorched all the way through there. Right up. Including Charleston and the Charleston Herald. But sometimes there could be ghouls. Sometimes there can be super mutants. So again, depending on the server, sometimes it's all scorched. And if it is all scorched, then that's awesome. Let's see what we have here. Oh, it is scorched. All right, so that's lucky for us. So we will go through this little area. That's good news for us. Because if it was ghouls or super mutants, and of course we would be able to find any spooky scorching around there. Now we can always find spooky scorched on top of the buildings, but I'm more or less talking about this building, those buildings over there, and all the way through the other buildings going up to the Charleston Herald. A little ghoul horde. Oh, just made her. There's a guy over there, but today wasn't there last time either. Yeah, that's right, for the circuit breaker. Yeah, it's definitely a returning item. Oh, another Spooky Scorched there. Pretty awesome. Yeah, the circuit breaker is, I forget, I think it was for some reason. It was on Season 15 scoreboard. I have a video on it, and I tell you exactly in the video where it comes from. Like the very first time it came out, but it was one of the old scoreboards. It wasn't from one of the season passes that we have now. Alright, so let's check these buildings over here. You gotta be careful of a snallygaster in around here as well. See how we have scorched over here? Holy mackerel. Yeah, usually only a couple of them around here. Snallygaster behind us, I think. This guy. Alright, so let's go and take a look at a little something. Something that's been around since release. Like, it's been around for a long time. We're gonna make your way right up this little ramp. So if you start right here, there's two spots. where they just appear. Okay? So if you start right here, right in around these pillars, sometimes you'll be see how the Scorched, they just spawned in there, right? And that has been around since release. Like, it's been around forever. And it's probably one of the few things that still works here today. Whether they've forgotten about it or what it is, but it's a nice little thing to kind of check out. Again, it'll be totally random if it'll happen or not, okay? But sometimes you only get like one Scorched, but you saw that there's quite a few Scorched, and when that happens, that only happens if this entire area is Scorched. Because as I mentioned, sometimes it could be ghouls, sometimes it could be super mutants, all right? But only when the Scorched happens, you'll see the Spooky Scorched. And same thing here. The second one is right here by that little billboard. So again, you just kind of walk, you just kind of take your time. And then what's going to happen, you just kind of walk, stop kind of deal. What's going to happen is you'll see them spawn on the other side of this board. And then there'll be a few more that spawn on that side. You just take your time. You have to wait, take your time, wait for them to spawn. So you see how they just kind of come along there? And if you're lucky, you'll get a Spooky Scorched. Only the people that have been playing the game since release knows about that. Oh, there's right there. See? Nice. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And as I mentioned, just take your time. Start up by that bell, or that little fountain, and just kind of walk, stop kind of deal. Just like how we did over there. We just kind of walked and we stopped. We waited for them to spawn in. It's pretty sharp, actually. It's good to see that it still happens. I don't even know why I'm picking up that stuff. Good stuff. Lock and load. Alright, let's get... really need that stuff there. Alright, so again, as I mentioned, all the way up to the Charleston Herald, we should have Scorched. In this particular case. Oh, there's a ghoul here. That's weird. That is weird. The mummy costume? That's a great mention, actually. Take a look at that. Camden Park jumpsuit. No. If that's what you're talking about. But yeah, there's that little bug. That's a different kind of bug, though. Yeah, not a big fan of that one. I do like to get my hands on the mummy costume. Oh, these are ghouls. Okay, that's weird how they changed that up. Yeah, that's odd. I don't know why they did that. But in the past, it'd be all Scorched all through here, as long as that first building was Scorched. Yeah, they must have changed things up there. All right, let's go to the next spot here, Jimmy boy. Let's take a look here. Now, talking about buildings, let's go to the AVR Medical Center for a second. We'll talk about this here real quick. I'm sure you guys know already, but just in case something happens to watch the video. So on the outside of this building will be Scorched, and that's fine. But there's also Scorched on the inside of the building. Now, on the inside of buildings, it's okay, as long as you're able to walk through them. Okay? And what I mean by that, when you walk through the door just swings open and you just walk right in, go ahead and kill some enemies, just like how we did with that first building, right? A little bit further down, okay? But buildings like this, where we know where there's Scorched inside, okay? We won't find any Spooky Scorched inside these buildings because they go to a black screen. See how it goes to a screen like this or a black screen? We'll never find Spooky Scorched in buildings like this, just because how it goes to that screen. All right? I call it a black screen, but you guys know what I mean. Well, that's a great question, Benny Bunny. That is a fantastic question, old pal. So there used to be spots in the Wasteland where you can pick up the witch costume and the skeleton costume. One of those spots, actually, there's many, many videos on it, but they're like 4 years old. If you spawn here at Crevice Dam, right where you spawn in, you're like in a fork. You're in like a fork in the road. Actually, let's go there. Just so I can show you. So if those videos are still around, if they're not unlisted, because the game has changed so much over the years, when you spawn in here, if you take a right up here, there used to be a body that would spawn here, and it would either be a skeleton costume or a witch costume. Sometimes no costumes, like a witch hat or the skeleton mask on the body. But I haven't seen that spawn here in such a long time. But yeah, so like, it's totally different now. But the body that used to spawn here, that's what it used to be used, is considered a random encounter. All right. And there's a couple other spots as well. I think, yeah, right down through here. So right from where we spawned in, right up this little road, the other spot was right up here. Now all this stuff is not changed. On the other side of this truck used to be another body, just laying in the middle of the road. And same thing, skeleton costume or witch costume. And there just, you can take the costume off the body. Yeah, and I haven't seen that in like years, like at least 2 or 3 years. I haven't seen that. And I don't know why they took it away, because there's one, I forget who the YouTuber was. I don't even know if they even make YouTube videos anymore. But they never said anything. They were just like quick guides. There was no voice or anything. They just kind of spawned in and they just kind of showed you where to go, kind of deal. But that was 2 locations. But you can't even get that anymore. But I believe you can get the plans for the skeleton costume and the witch costume from opening up the spooky treat bags. Okay? You can get the witch hat easy enough. So east of Tyler County Fairgrounds, right here, we have that Alice in Wonderland little Easter egg there. There are usually 2 witch hats there. At least 1, sometimes, but sometimes 2 at this location if you're looking for a witch hat. But I haven't seen the skeleton costume for quite a while since that time, because they never had plans for them before. But that's how you would get the costume, is by those bodies. But I think since they offered the plans to people, they got rid of those bodies. That's how I figure what happened there. Yeah. All right. Spooky Scorched. Let's take a look here, Jim. Let's pop into Pleasant Valley Ski Resort. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, spooky treat bags. That's the way that they've been dropping. Because the plans never used to drop before. It was the only way to get them was off those bodies. And those videos, as simple as they were extremely popular. Like, they had like tens of thousands of views, I remember. And it was just whatever YouTube it was. I don't even know they even YouTube anymore. Yeah, just real simple videos. No voice, just someone just spawning in and running to where you had to go. It was quite something. I don't hear any Spooky Scorched here. So here's an example of a building in which we can find Spooky Scorched in, because we can go right inside this building by opening the door. Just like this. Okay? We can find Spooky Scorched inside buildings like this. Alright, so see, there's one right here. Nocturnal Death, Tamboy. think that's pretty much it. Yeah. We're here. All right, let's see what's next here, GB boy. White powder winter sports. Let's pop into here. Yeah, that's a great mention. Oh, there's old Adelaide there. Again, not a big spot, like half a dozen of these guys around, but I thought there was another guy there. That's quite the predicament you're in there, bud. Quite the predicament. All right. How did they catch on fire out there? I don't know. Cool. Let's go to... Oh, we have to fix our weapon here. Let's go to our pet boy. Basic repair kit it is. Yep. Just like that. All right. Next up, let's take a look here. Morgantown High School. So the Morgantown High School itself will have all kinds of the Spooky Scorched around. Again, it's one of those buildings that it goes to a black screen, so we won't go inside the building, just the outside. We won't go inside the building, just the outside. That's what I meant to say. Got him. Got him. There's our boy there. Kind of heard. I thought I heard him coming there. It's a armor walking cane. Yeah, right on, game. Good to kind of check around the whole school on the outside, of course. Now, if you're talking about ghouls, we'll find them around the roadways, monorail system, most other buildings. All right. I think that's it. Okay. Morgantown Airport. Probably one of the best spots here in the game because you can spawn in the event called Collision Course. And Collision Course is absolutely fantastic. All kinds of Spooky Scorched has the possibility of showing up. I picked up a legendary one there for a second. That's over there. Nice, everyone's got a 25 for 25 weekly challenge. Now, you do have to be careful of the treat bags if you do collect them, which I highly recommend you do. The treat bags will weigh one weight, okay? And they don't stack very well because each one still weighs one weight. So if you have 50, that's 50 weight you're going to have against you. So get that guy so he doesn't feel left out. Alright, let's see if we can spawn in the event called Collision Course. Again, right down here by the quarantine zone. And all you have to do is walk right in here. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. Didn't spawn in for us. Which is weird, because we're on a server by ourselves. That is so weird. That would have been a perfect one to show during this video here. All right, let's go somewhere else here. We're going to go to Helvetia. Helvetia is a pretty good time for some Scorched. Lock and load, Jimmy boy. And we're going to start off down here. Now, even the building way down the other end will have Scorched in it, so we're going to start off down there. Down here. And again, we're pretty close to Greg's mining supply. Huh. I thought there was a couple that were in here. Okay. Being sticklers here today. Go inside this building. We see a couple moving around there. That's pretty rough. That's a rough time falling down those stairs. Oh, that's cool. Kind of standing up like that. That's sharp. Here they come. Usually these guys, there we go. Just a couple guys in here. How you doing? How you doing? Oh. Church is pretty decent as well. Typically. Yeah, the possibilities are there. But again, totally random. Hey. Flung over to us. Oh, we hear one nearby. There's our 25 Scorched. Pretty sweet. Didn't mean to pick that guy up. Oh. Jeez, I almost took this thing out here. That's not good. Yeah, that would have been bad. I would have been unhappy. There's another Spooky Scorched there. Nice. Pretty awesome. Yeah, so we get a couple here. So that's pretty nice. Instigating Cultist Blade. Yeah. Yeah, right on. Alright. Let's run up through here now. I think for the most part they should have came out of the woodwork already. Oh, we hear another one here. How you doing? So this place is definitely Berserker's Goss minigun. Wow. Just a 1-star though. Yeah, good thing we came over here. Alright, so let's keep going up here. Greg's Mine Supplies. Let's check it out, just up the road. Yeah, that's very true, Betty Buddy. The Scorched Beast Queen would definitely be calling in a lot of Scorched. That one would definitely be a good one for sure. Yeah, but actually, that's a great mention, actually. Even if you went down to these fisher sites, you know, all these little fisher site areas, even the ones up here by the Vault 79, usually the Scorched Beast up there will call in quite a few Annihilators. Scorched up there as well. So that's actually a pretty good mention. We have another guy down there. There's another one around. Oh! Oh, lock and load ship. Let's head out here to see where that guy even... Oh! See where that guy went. Oh, right over here. Vanguard Trapper chest piece. That's not too bad. You're overweight again. Oh, we need to scrap some stuff. What we need to do. There's a workbench over here. In this shack. Or garage. Well, let's take a carry weight booster. We can figure that out later, I guess. There we go. Give us an hour. He just came out of nowhere. Finally put his big boy pants on to come after us. He just walked right in. He was just kind of walking. Oh, ballistic fiber. Look at that. We leveled up there. That's pretty nice. I don't come here as often as I should. Greg's mining supply is actually a pretty decent little spot here. Thought I heard a Scorch, but not too sure where he's at. Oh, right there. Lots of they're giving up the old ballistic fiber here today. Good for them. Good for them. Huh. All right. Yeah, that's a good spot. Greg's mining supply for sure. Hey, Green Max Green, how you doing today? Yeah, good morning to you as well. It's about 10:30 a.m. in the morning, where I'm at. All right, so actually, that was a pretty good spot there. Let's go to good old Sutton. Again, nice little spot here. Only about half a dozen Scorched around, but I've had good luck here in the past as well. Even on public servers, I find this is a pretty good spot. A lot of people will kind of forget about it. Or don't bother coming here because there's only a few Scorched around, but there's a guy right up there. Nice. I usually find this church pretty decent. And there's a guy right there. Ouch. Yeah, that's awesome. So as you can see, like 2 of them here. And even on public servers, like a lot of people will forget about this place and not even bother with it. People, I find, only go with the, you know, the big ticket spots, right? You know, like Camden Park, Tower County Fairgrounds. But usually the thing with those places is you can go to those places and it'd be cleaned right out. You know, have to wait for the 30-minute cooldown. Oh, we did get him. Okay. Let's head up here. Get that guy. Again, not a whole lot of guys here. Aristocrat's Cryolator. 2-star. Limb damage. Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think years ago, like I've been playing since release. It used to be a lot more Scorched here, but they really wind it down in terms of the Scorched that show up. But this guy here, he's stuck here. He's been there, stuck for quite some time. All right. So we're doing pretty good here. Let's take a look at the map here one last time for Scorched. Like for the main scorchy areas that I can think of. Let's pop into the Poseidon energy plant. So I'm pretty certain that most of the energy plants will have scorched in around them. Oh, right on, yeah. Yeah. Half hour. So again, these guys will only be on the outside. Don't go on the inside. You'll just be wasting your time looking for the Spooky Scorched. Oh. I was going to say, what's Scorched here? Has a automatic like that. Yeah, good thing I'm a tank build there. Wow. Huh. Holy mackerel, this place is quite something. Yeah, no Spooky Scorched here though, surprisingly. Usually this spot is pretty decent. I don't think there's anyone down here. No. Just a regular guy up there. Turrets up there. Go over here for a second. I don't think there's anyone over here, but... Never mind. Never mind. Oh, we have to pick up a piece of our armor is... Oh, there's one right there. We got one. This guy's wearing a... Oh, jeez. Wow. That's... he must have been... Where was he? He must have been up there doing the old... What's he called there? Assassin's Creed. He's up there kind of shoving the old knife in us there. That's what he was doing. Summoning the Assassin's Creed. Wrong game, butts. Oh, yes. Wavy Willards Water Park. Yes, that's right, Benny Bunny. That is right, old pal. You're all right. How did I forget about that? How did I forget about that place? Let's go up here, Wavy Willards Water Park. Yeah, wow. What was I thinking? Well, it's funny because when we were done Tyler County Fairgrounds, I had my cursor going, and I was talking at the same time, and I lost track. Lost track of what I was talking about. Oh, it's right there. Nice call. Good call, buddy. Good call, pal. Oh, boys. Yeah. Ballistic fiber. Popping down here now. Suppose you'll find them down here. I've had pretty good luck. Scoped handmade. From the couple that kind of hang out down here. I don't know if you want to call them the sewers or not, but that's what it reminds me of. You're walking to the sewer. There's a guy hiding back here. Way down there. It's okay. He's way down there. Excuse me. Oh, geez. That's quite the stretch there, eh? Quite the stretch. the one guy there. One guy there, just regular dudes. Him right in the back. Guy in the face. All right. Still in caution. Oh. Oh, he's just a believer. He's just a believer. Just a regular old believer guy. All right. Huh. One more spot. I forgot about to go when we were over here. Thunder Mountain. Good old Thunder Mountain's pretty good spot here, I find usually. Usually there's about one or two here, typically. Hey, Marco, I didn't see you there for a second. Hope everyone's doing well with you. Yeah, getting the old Scorched on the go here. Yeah, sorry about that there. Kind of in the head. Yeah, good to see ya. Jibbo slice, yeah. I know, right? Just do the old fact finder here, too. At some point, I would like to live stream a, oh. I'd like to live stream. What is going on? Unbelievable. That guy took like 5 or 6 shots. I would like to live stream someday the, what's it called? Oh, is that a guy up there? Dropping a nuke. That's what I meant to say. Dropping a nuke, going through all that stuff. I was going to make a video of it there a couple months ago, but I just got too busy, too tied up with work. There's another guy around. Oh, right there. So I did do it, and I actually completed it with this fact finder. And that's all I had on me. Killing all those robots, the Assaultrons. Did it all with the fact finder here. And I would like to kind of do it the same way. Just use this fact finder. Lots of 44 ammo, of course. And drop a nuke. Just taking our time, like it's not a speed run or anything. Another one here, as I mentioned, this is a pretty good spot typically. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't know what's going on there with these guys. He's an Annihilator. He's a Red Annihilator. Yeah, I usually find this spot pretty decent. These are ghouls down here. Legendary ghoul. Ouch. Yeah, so it's not too bad. Oh, jeez, how you doing? Hello there, Mr. Annihilator. Yeah. Look at all the red dots down there, but half of them are ghouls, I think. Oh, my lord. Get quite a bit of ammo, that's for sure. Let's check up here for a quick minute. Yeah, no one up here. That's actually not too bad. Quite a bit of scorched around. As you can see, the potential is definitely there for this particular location. Yeah. I'm on Xbox there. Sleeping Heavy. I'm on Xbox Series X. Yeah. I've actually had this Xbox Series X. I would say it's the longest lasting console that I've ever had. I bought this almost like when it first came out. Yeah. Like maybe 4 years ago, maybe five. I had it for a long, long time. And my son plays on it too. So sometimes it goes like nonstop. And yeah, like I've had PlayStation, like PlayStation 3s. I'm sure the newer ones are a little bit better, but I know I went through like 3 PlayStation 3s in 4 years. They all went to the black screen. I tried to fix them and they just couldn't be fixed. And then I remember I was at EB Games, which is like GameStop for people who live in the States. I remember I was in line. It was like 2 days after Christmas Day with a PlayStation 4 in my hand. And I remember my wife, she had said to me, she said, do you really want to get another PlayStation? Because how you went through 3 PlayStation 3s in like 4 years. I said, yeah, you're right. So I ended up buying an Xbox One at that time. And it had like that the little kinetic thing with it there where you can kind of dance in front of it. You can play these certain games. Had like the little cameras on it. And with that one lasted like 7. We still have it and it still works. And that was like a long, long time ago. And then I got this Xbox Series X. I would say at least 4 or 5 years, at least. It was almost as if it was almost at the same year that it came out that I got it, and it's lasted like, and it goes nonstop. It's quite something. You know, an NES, yeah, I actually have an NES, but it's just a little mini version. But it has like I think it's like 20 preloaded games inside this tiny little thing, and it goes pretty good. But my 2 little grandsons, they use that themselves. They like that. Yeah. All right. So I think that's pretty much it for the old Spooky Scorched. Just kind of going through here. I think that's, for the most part, that's pretty much it. Let's head to our camp here. Let's travel to the old camp. Yeah, sir. Yeah. It's funny when you think about it now. Like when I first got my Super Nintendo years ago, like I was just a kid. And like it was just like the basic one, like it wasn't with the cartridge. It was the one you had to kind of flip up the little door in the front, and you had to slide it in and then slide it down and put the door down kind of deal. I think it was the first one they had. I remember it was like $125, and back then that was a lot of money, like a lot of money. So if you do the math, like that same thing, money today, that would be like a couple $100. It'd be no different than what we pay now for our gaming consoles, right? But you got to think like how much better these are compared to those ones. But I remember, like, you know, you played on a PC 426, the old games, and then the old Atari. And then when the Super Nintendo came out, it was just like, wow, just like amazing, right? Everyone was like, you know, no longer ride their bikes outside. It was quite something. It was playing Blades of Steel there. Yeah, it was a good time. Treat bags. That's what I was going to do. So the treat bags you'll be getting should be under aid. So spooky treat bags. So 35 spooky treat bags. Okay, so we did pretty good. We did really good here. Oh yeah, the old Atari. Do they still work? Because if they do, that's amazing. That would be amazing. The one I had like the long stick on it with the button. Yeah, that was a fun time. I was like a teenager when that stuff was out. Yeah. So I think I had about 3 or 4 spooky treat bags on me already. So let's head down to our news section here. Let's let's scrap some stuff before we do that. Let's scrap some Scrap our junk here. We're going to put all of our ammo, even the 44 ammo, in the box here. We picked up a lot of ammo. Wow. Because I had emptied this out here before we started. Okay. So the weapon I have right now takes 44 ammo. And I have no 44 ammo on me anymore. So what I usually recommend before you start opening up spooky treat bags, treasure hunter mole miner pails, festive gifts, anything associated with that, cultist, priest bags, you get ammo back. Now, if you don't have a weapon equipped, you're just going to get random ammo. So I suggest if you are low on ammo or if you're looking for a particular type of ammo, what you do is you make sure you have the weapon that takes that ammo equipped. And what I mean by that, make sure it has the little dot beside it. And then that way there, when you draw your weapon, that's the weapon that comes out. So I'm looking for 44 ammo here. Let's put that back. But you don't have to have it drawn, you just have to have it equipped. So let's go down to our ammo section just to show you how I have... Oh, we have one 44 round. So let's put that back in here. I don't know where that came from. Okay. All right. So now we have no 44 ammo on our person. And we're going to open up these spooky treat bags, all 35. So if you take a look at the news section here, again, not a whole lot in here. 95 mystery candy we picked up. That's pretty awesome. So let's go ahead. So you can see, now you can't see in the top left-hand corner. I can see what I'm getting. So I got a Halloween costume, witch hat added. Player title spooky. Okay. So I'm kind of a person that's kind of old-fashioned. So I like to kind of open one, wait about 3 or 4 seconds, and then open up the next one. I've tried it many different ways. I've tried to open it up fast, one right after the other, just bang them right out. Open them up extra slow, open some up now, some up later. I really don't see there's a whole lot of difference when I do that. I like to think there is, but I really don't think. I think it's just random. But yeah. Oh, nice. They all work. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's good to hear. Definitely hang on to them, pass them down. Pass them down to your kids or grandkids if you have them. Yeah. And I don't know, something like that, at that point, it becomes almost sentimental. You know what I mean? Like you want to hang on. You've been looking after them, you know what I mean? Keeping them clean, keeping the dust off them and all that. Yeah. I do know where you can find Nuka-Cola cranberries, my friend. I do know. I actually have a little playlist here on the channel. There's about 5 videos in this playlist. They're all, I think the longest video is about 3.5 minutes long. They're not very long. I show you about 5 different locations. I show you can find them. Now, the thing about the Nuka-Cola cranberries is that depending on the server that you're on, everyone and their dog is looking for them. So if you're on a server with other people, it could be even more hard because other people are picking them up before you on that server. So I always recommend to people, if you're not looking for a Nuka-Cola cranberry, that's when you find them, just like anything in the world. And when you're not looking for it, you find it. When you are looking, you'll never find it, kind of deal. So when you do find them, I always recommend to take it, put it in your stash box for the daily, weekly challenges, okay? And that's what I usually recommend to people. So after we're done doing this, I'll show you the locations. But I do have that little playlist here on the channel, and you can check out the daily challenge video for yesterday now, I guess. The one that's currently active. So for Saturday, October 25th, 2025. We do go to a couple locations. I think we only found one, even though I was on a private server. Because it happens on even on my private servers. Sometimes they spawn and sometimes they don't, right? But yeah, I'll show you here at the end of opening these guys up. Hopefully, I remember. once I get on a track, sometimes I lose track. All right, so last one here. There we go. All right, so let's head down to our new section here. So we got, look at that, 859 44 rounds. So if I didn't have that weapon equipped, I would have had just got a bunch of random ammo. So as you can see there, that's how many rounds we got just from opening these spooky treat bags. And we started off with none. So we go down to our ammo section.
Hello there.
859. Pretty awesome, eh? So that's a nice little trick you guys can do. Get a couple cranberry moonshine, golf shirt, player title spooky, 10 of them. Thanks, game. Get a meat hook, red coat outfit. We get the plan. So I actually have the outfit. I bought it from someone else's vendor probably about 8 months ago, and I finally have the plan. So that's pretty awesome. Hellfire V2 prototype paint, Vault Girl plushie backpack. Yes, sir. Grim Reaper Vault Boy cutout, which I already have. What? Letter Hassan outfit. What is that? Rooster gas mask, which I have. Glowing skeleton costume. Yes, which I already have. Okay. So I actually might sell this. Well, that's cool that they actually have this, because that costume was only available a couple of years ago. When was it? 2023. Halloween of 2023. There was like a special 2-week event going on, and that's when that costume was available. But we get a... That's pretty cool that they're offering that now. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Yep, that's very true. Aussies one. Good to see ya, old pal. Yeah, Nuka-Cola Collectron and the Nuka-Cola Quantum one. The actually Nuka-Cola Quantum one's in the Atomic Shop right now in a bundle. But yeah, 100%. That is probably the best, most reliable way to get your cranberry, to get your rare Nuka-Cola products like your grape, your orange, twist. Hellfire V prototype power armor paint, okay. Evil Jack-o'-lantern plan, okay. Which I already know. Halloween costume for the witch, clown outfit. Hellfire prototype power armor paint. Vault Boy Jack-o'-lantern. We get quite a few plans here of Hellfire V2 prototype power armor, okay. Halloween costume witch hat. Civil War era top hat. Half empty pumpkin rack. Glowing skeleton hood. Okay, so that glowing skeleton hood will go with the outfit up here that we got. So that's awesome that they are offering that plan now. So that's great. Someone was asking me, I wore it a couple weeks ago, if you guys can remember. And I was asked a lot where I get that outfit from, how to get it. But I'm glad to see that they're offering it now from these spooky treat bags. Clown outfit. What is that? Giant red dinosaur, yeah. Costume, witch hat, candy. Okay, and then we get into the stuff. So that's actually pretty good. So where is it here? Leader Hassan outfit. Let's take a look at that for a minute. Leader Hassan outfit. Outfits. Huh. Let's put it on. See what this thing looks like here. Of course it's dark. Huh. That's quite the outfit. Yeah. You get the little socks on him there. See down below here? Let's see. I love it. Absolutely love this outfit. Yeah. Right on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I love new stuff. I don't know what it is. When I get new stuff here, because I've been playing for so long, it just makes me so happy. It's quite something about that skeleton costume. But it's funny because I can craft it now. Let's take a look at that. But it comes up as a plan that I can learn. That is so odd. Glowing skeleton costume. Oh, that's a ghost skeleton costume. So that must be a different one then. Yeah. Let's take a look at this one. Glowing skeleton costume. And then glowing skeleton hood. Let's try it out here. Let's see if it's different. Kind of curious here by that now. Oh, well, this is just like the other skeleton costume that we have. Oh, okay, there's the Halloween skeleton costume, which we've had in the game for like years. And here's this one here. Let's craft it. And then we'll craft the headwear. Glowing skeleton. Whatchamacallit? Hood. There we go. And here's the other... Where's the other mask? I don't even know if I can even craft it. Probably not. Glowing skeleton hood that we just got. Oh, it does glow. So it is different from the white and blue one. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, right on. I love it. Absolutely love it. Right on. Cool. Yeah, so I think we did quite well here, guys. Again, let's take a look at the cranberry just because I was asked there. Alexander. Oh, thank you very much, Ahmed Ali. I appreciate it. Yeah, anything I can do to help you guys, I try my best to help you guys. A couple locations for the Nuka-Cola cranberries at the Sacrament. Okay, a little bit higher level area. Cultists around. It'll be in a yellow, upside down ammo crate. Okay. Right here at the ammo dump. There'll be a little, kind of like a stainless steel trailer at the back. Like a stainless steel, but a trailer at the back. On the desk would be a cranberry. Right here at the Right Spring Station, you spawn in, you head directly north, and the very first orangey rail car on the left-hand side of the track will be a Nuka-Cola cranberry, and there's a wild in there as well. Spruce Knob Lake. Just a little bit to the south, there'll be an abandoned shack with a scavenger there. There'll be a moonshine jug. Usually there's a cranberry right next to it as well. Right here, Sledgeworks. A little bit of a hairy spot because of the Blood Eagles there. But on top of a trailer on the right-hand side inside the compound, there'll be a refrigerator. There's a beer that you can't interact with, but there's a cranberry that will spawn there as well. Where else we got here, Jimmy? Point Pleasant. So when you spawn in, you go through that little zone there. You take a right up the hill. It's like a little slightly incline. There'll be a bus shelter, green bus shelter on the right-hand side. There's two Nuka-Cola machines there. And one of them will have the Nuka-Cola cranberry inside. And last but not least, Clancy Manor. On the outside of the manor, on the second floor, on the top of the set of stairs, there'll be a cranberry that spawns there as well. Oh, one more spot now that I thought of it. Right here at the kill box. Second floor, right next to a green locker box. There'll be a bunch of wind boxes there as well. There'll be one that spawns there as well. So there's a couple of places you can find your cranberry. Again, I have about 5 videos in a playlist here on the channel. You can check them out. But again, those are the cranberry spots. And of course, if you have a Nuka-Cola Collectron, like Ozzy's one had mentioned, if you have the Nuka-Cola Quantum one, again, the Quantum one is in the Atomic Shop right now. And this will be the last week for it. This guy right here, it's under the thirst quenching. Unfortunately, you can't buy it by itself. There's the Quantum one there. Now, this one here is really good. It'll collect purified water, collect nuclear waste as well. It will collect Twist, which is the rarest of the Nuka-Cola products. Okay? Highly recommend if you can swing it. But I have this one or the OG one, the reddish-orange one, in every one of my camps. And it just saves me a whole whack of time. But I highly promote those guys because when they go for sale, or if you get them from our old pal Samuel down here using gold bullion, 100% worth it. 100%. So there you guys go. Oh, that's good to know, Aussies won. Good to know. Get to do quantum one again. It's just totally random for sure what we get, but yeah, I do find the cranberry will show up in the OG one over the quantum one, because the quantum one, as I mentioned, Nuka-Cola products, the odd bottle or two, nuclear waste, purified water. So it will collect a lot, but you got to constantly take out of it, so it'll just kind of keep collecting, kind of deal. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, so there you guys go. Thanks for joining me in this edition of TCB Taking Care of Business. I'm pretty optimistic that we looked at, if not all, most of the locations for the Spooky Scorched. We did quite well. Would have been nice to get a couple more, but it wasn't a total dud. I've definitely made videos in the past that were duds and was totally skunked out, and to a point we had to abandon the video, but I was pretty happy with this one. And hopefully you guys can get some nice plans, nice outfits as well. Thank you so very much, and I hope you all have a pleasant day.